Dear friends, welcome to this week's virtual Drasha. This week we have the incredible privilege of Parshas Chayei. And in this parsha is a tremendous event, an intergenerational event. After the death of Sari Imenu, Avram Avinu, of course, sees to the burial needs of his beloved partner, his beloved wife. But he recognizes that he must now find a spouse for Yitzchak. He has to build a future. Yitzchak has to marry. Yitzchak has to begin to assume his role in the patriarchal line. But in order to do that, like Avram, he needs a life partner. He needs a matriarch by his side. He needs someone else to be the partner in this spiritual enterprise. And so Avram Avinu, being already of advanced age, dispatches Elazar on this sacred mission to find a wife for Yitzchak. And Elazar is given a set of instructions. He is told to go back to Avram Avinu's family in Aram Naharaim to find a girl, to find a woman, to find a wife from the Abrahamic family. And even though, again, Avram Avinu's family was not exactly all that much to write home about, Avram Avinu understood that within his family was the midah of chesed, the trait of chesed. And if he could find a wife for Yitzchak who personified that Abrahamic midah of chesed, of true kindness and selfless dedication to the other, then she would allow Yitzchak, she would partner with Yitzchak to continue the beautiful spiritual enterprise. And so the Torah says, Berach Chav Daled Pasuk Gimel, chapter 24, verse 3, V'ashpiacha b'Hashem Elokei Hashamayim Elokei Haaretz. So Avram Avinu makes Eliezer swear to God, Asher lo sikach isha libni mimnosa Knani, Asher anochi yoshev ba'artzo. So Eliezer, swear to me that you are not going to take a wife for Yitzchak from the Canaanite women amongst whom we live. Kiem el artzi ve'el moladati telech v'lakachta isha libni Yitzchak. Go to my homeland, go to my family, and find a wife for Yitzchak. And the Torah says Eliezer is not sure. Maybe at the end of the day they're not going to want to come. And Avram Avinu says, don't worry, Akash Baruch Hu is going to go ahead and take care of it. And the story ends that Eliezer takes an oath. He swears that he's only going to find a wife for Yitzchak from the family of Avram Avinu, and that's the end of the story. Of course, the next part of the story, Eliezer sets out on a mission, and Baruch Hashem, with incredible siyas d'shma, incredible divine providence, he finds Rivka. And the great tzaddik, the Shem Yishmuel, the Rebbe of Sakarchav, asks a simple question. He says, why did Avram Avinu feel the need to impose an oath, to impose a shvuah on Eliezer? Why did Eliezer have to swear to Avram that he wasn't going to take a wife for Yitzchak from the Canaanite girls? Eliezer was the trusted servant of Avram Avinu. To a certain degree, Eliezer was like a son to Avram Avinu. Before the birth of Yishmael, before the birth of Yitzchak, Eliezer was there dutifully by his master's side. Whatever Avram Avinu needed, whether it was in times of peace or times of war, Eliezer was the trusted servant. Eliezer is referred to as Moshel Beso. He ruled over the household. He wasn't just simply a servant. He wasn't just an employee of Avram Avinu, but he was a trusted attendant, a trusted confidant, almost like a child himself to Avram Avinu. But yet Avram Avinu felt the need to adjure him. Avram Avinu felt the need to make him swear to me that you won't take a wife from the daughters of Canaan. And asks the Rebbe, the Shem Yishmuel, why? Just trust him. This is your right-hand guy. He doesn't need to take a shvuah. And the Rebbe says something absolutely beautiful. And I want to quote you. Writes the Shem Yishmuel. Mechevad sheyesh ba'adam kolchos ne'elamim, asher hu atzmo einu yodea al kimu v'lo makir bahem. So the Rebbe writes, sometimes a person has kolchos, a person has abilities that they don't even know about. They're not even aware of them. So interestingly enough, v'ulam, b'shar shu nishpo mischayiv klape mashpia afilu ba'onsin, v'chol motzi li'chalitz min achrayis sagar ba'adam muskar. So let me take this a little bit outside. So it says we each possess this deep reservoir of abilities. So why is it that most of the time in life we don't really tap into those abilities? Why is it that we don't dig down into ourselves to find those hidden strengths that exist within? And the Rebbe says it's very simple. Because in life, when you give yourself an out, generally, you're going to take it. If faced with a challenge, and there are two paths in front of me, one is difficult and one is easy, man, 9 times out of 10 is going to go ahead and choose the path of least resistance. The kochos, the strengths, the abilities that we possess that are hidden within are only found when you push yourself. But says the Rebbe of Sakarchav, says the Shem Yishmuel, more often than not, if you give me a choice to push myself or not to push myself, I'm not going to push myself. And if I don't push myself, I'll do what I need to do to get by. But there's no urgency, there's no need to delve within, to dig within, to discover additional kochos, additional abilities to meet the particular challenge or task at hand. And the Rebbe says as follows. He says, he says, I'm sorry. But the Rebbe essentially says like this. But when you are backed into a corner, and you know that you have no choice but to accomplish the task at hand, when you know that failure is not an option, that whatever it is that you have to do, you have to succeed, something amazing happens. I look within, I dig deep within, and amazingly enough, I find all of the kochos I need in order to be successful. But human nature is, we only dig deep when we have to, when we have no choice. Give me an out, give me another option, give me a path of least resistance. I'm definitely going to gravitate towards that. But back me into a corner, tell me I have no choice but to accomplish the task at hand. Tell me I have no choice but to make the goal materialize, and I will dig deep within myself and find that ability. And says the Shem Yishmuel, that's what Avram Avinu was saying to Eliezer. He says, Eliezer, I know that finding a wife for Yitzchak is going to be fraught with challenges. Remember, we read the story and we know the story, right? That at the end of the day, Avram Avinu, Baruch Hashem, is able to go ahead. Eliezer goes, right? And Eliezer is able to show up at the well, and Baruch Hashem, everything materializes so quickly, so beautifully, so incredibly. But Avram Avinu didn't know that's going to happen, right? Remember, he also gives Eliezer a very loosely defined mission. Eliezer knows where he has to go, right? He knows the family that ultimately, again, he has to get to, but he doesn't really know anything else. So if you're Eliezer, and if you're Avram Avinu, you're assuming this is going to take a while, right? In fact, again, Eliezer himself, the pasuk, the lashon is when he reaches Aram Naharaim, it's almost as if he settles in and gets ready, right? He devises a whole task about chesed, but it's going to be a long haul. And Avram Avinu understood that there was the possibility of great challenge, of obstacles, of friction that would prevent Eliezer from actualizing his mission. And so Avram Avinu understood that. Was Eliezer trusted? Of course he was. Was Eliezer up to the task? Of course he was. But Avram Avinu also knew human nature, that when things become difficult, if there's an off-ramp, I'm gonna take it. When things become challenging, if there is an easy way out, I am going to take it. So Avram understands that when Eliezer is on this quest, if finding a wife just becomes too difficult, Eliezer, he's going to take that exit ramp. And in fact, Eliezer himself says it, right? Even in the Pesukim itself, Eliezer says, Eliezer says, maybe I'm going to find someone from your family, and she's not going to want to come with me. Elazar says, oh, let me bring Yitzchak, or maybe again, let me find a different wife. Already, even in the request, Eliezer is already talking about, what if I can't do it? What if I can't? What if she doesn't want to come with me? What if I can't find her? So already, even as Avram Avinu is making the request, Eliezer is giving himself the out, to which Avram Avinu says, Eliezer, the only way you're going to be successful in this endeavor is if you understand failure is not an option. There is no off-ramp. There is no exit. You need to get the job done. And dig within yourself. Dig deep within yourself and find whatever tools, find whatever kochos you need in order to be successful. It's all in there within you. You just need to dig deep. Avram Avinu used the oath as a way of taking away the possibility of failure from Eliezer. Because Eliezer, you see, had it just been a request, like we said, Eliezer would have had that exit, that off-ramp. I tried. What could I do? I did my best, right? I gave it my greatest effort, but it didn't work. No. Okay, plan B. So Avram Avinu makes him take a shvuah. The power of an oath, you can't violate an oath. You make an oath, you make a shvuah, that is an inviolable promise. You can't violate that. So now once Avram Avinu imposes an oath upon Eliezer, once Eliezer swears to his master, failure is not an option. Exit ramp has been closed. There is no plan B. You need to do whatever you need to do in order to actualize the intended goal. That, says the Shem Yishmuel, is why Avram Avinu made Eliezer take an oath. And the Rebbe is teaching us such an incredible and profound idea, which is that sometimes in life, when you want to accomplish something, let me see a little differently. I've often said that the death knell of any life initiative is 3 words. I will try. The moment you say, I will try, is the moment that essentially I'm saying is, I'm going to try, but failure is also an option. I'm going to try, but I may also give up. If I want to be successful in life, I need to swear to myself. I need to take that, so to speak, that metaphorical shvua that says this is what needs to get done. And there is no off-ramp. And there is no exit. And some way, somehow, I need to get this done. Now, does that work every single time? No. There are times where failure just is a reality, and no matter how hard I try, I can't change the circumstances. But dear friends, so many times in life, it does work. If we're honest with ourselves about the different life initiatives or ideas or goals or dreams or aspirations that we had that have not materialized, so often, some of them are because of circumstances beyond my control, realities beyond my control. But so many of them is because it's just like, I give up. It just became too difficult. It just became like too onerous, just too overbearing, too inconvenient. And so again, it's kind of like when you're driving on the turnpike, you see, next rest stop, 22 miles. Okay, no, I could drive a little bit more, Okay, there's a rest stop coming. There's an exit coming. And we take that exit. So sometimes in life, if you want to accomplish something, a person has to say to themselves, this has to get done. This has to get done. How, what, where, when? I got to dig within myself. And I need to try to figure out the kochos and the abilities to get the job done. Failure is not an option. Maybe it'll take me some time. Maybe it'll take me around circuitous routes that I did not think I was going to have. Maybe even the intended goal, dream, or aspiration changes form over the course of the journey. But I'm not giving up. I'm not giving in. I'm not taking the off-ramp of life. I'm not allowing myself a pass just to let go and to give up. I'm taking an oath like Elazar, who swore to Avram. And amazingly enough, the moment that Elazar swears is the moment that I got this. How, what, when, where, I don't know. But failure is not an option. If we want to accomplish things in life, and you fill in the blank for what you want to accomplish, whatever it is, in the realm of relationships, interpersonal with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, growth in our ruchnius, growth in our learning, growth in our davening, growth in our career, it's never enough in life to say, I will try. If you want something badly in life, take that personalistic oath. Swear to yourself that the job is going to get done, that the goal is going to materialize, that the dream is going to be realized. Swear to yourself that you're going to make it happen. Dig deep within yourself to find the tools to make it happen. And the Ribono Shalom, through this beautiful story in the Torah, tells us, you'll make it to the finish line. You'll make it. It might take longer, it might take shorter. The finish line might move a little bit, it might look a little bit different. But if you swear to yourself that you're going to be successful, and you're willing to look deep within yourself to find all the tools necessary, you'll make it to your intended beautiful destination of personalistic life accomplishment. Wishing everyone a good Erev Shabbos and a beautiful Shabbos Kodesh.